Welcome to Basement Apartment DIY. Today I want to talk about a couple books that I'd highly recommend that you get if you want to learn more of the ins and outs of being a landlord. They're both written from the perspective of, owning lots of properties or maybe a few, but probably more than just a basement apartment, but they apply equally as well. The one caution is that the information might be overkill. If you just own one apartment, they say that 80% of your success in owning an apartment is who you choose as a tenant, finding a good tenant, and then probably working with that tenant. Maybe if they are late, enforcing the late fees and helping them stay on track with methods like that. But anyway, so it might be more information that you need would be my one caution with these books. But the first is the book on managing rental property, written by Brandon Turner. Brandon's a real student of the game. When he got out of college, he says in his bio how he bought several rental properties. He's up to, I know he owns over 100 or 200. I know he owns over 100 or 200. He's got lots of experience in actual experience owning them. But he also studied, read all the books he could, and listened to podcasts and that kind of thing. So he wrote it well from a lot of different learning and also his own experience. Goes through the whole life cycle of owning a property, how to advertise, how to get your property ready, dealing with getting good tenants and signing leases. And it also has all the forms that you would ever need. It does caution you that some forms are state specific, but a lot of his forms I'm sure you could just go ahead and use. Like for instance, he has a roommate form, how you sign up different roommates on a lease. Anyway, it's really good, and I would highly recommend it. The second one, I would really caution this book called Landlording by Leigh Robinson. The caution I would give you is it's really a long read. He wrote it over 40 years' time. Leigh was, like Brandon Turner, really a student of the game and how it worked. He bought properties beginning in the early 70s and owned lots of properties clear up until his death in 2015. And he wrote this book over most of that period of time. For a long time, it was considered the Bible of landlords. And a lot of other people that wrote books seemed to just be copying the wisdom that he had in it. But it does have a lot of things that are kind of outdated, but it's got also excellent information. I'm thinking of one on when he talked about raising rents and the practical advice to how you talk about how expenses are increasing. And he talks about how a lot of landlords hate raising rents because they hate talking to their tenants about it, but how to notice it and how to let the people know, and just tons of practical advice like that. So it's a great book. It is kind of overkill and outdated in certain ways, but really I recommend it. One advantage of the other book is it's managing the book on managing rental properties. This is a modern one. It's on Audible, so you can listen to it if you'd rather listen than watch, and you can get new copies. It's not too expensive, about $25. One problem, or one good thing about this one, Landlording, there's so many copies around, and you can literally get a used copy for like $6, including shipping. So wouldn't be too expensive to get. And with either book, if you're having a problem with one aspect, like say you need to evict somebody or you're having a hard time advertising, either one they go through the whole life cycle. So you can go to that section and just read that part. But I would highly recommend these, and I think they'd help you be a better landlord, and I've learned a lot from them. Anyway, this has been Paul with Basement Apartment DIY. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. My email address is basementapartment7@gmail.com. So feel free to email me. If you'd like to have your apartment featured in one of my videos, I'd love to do that. Anyway, Paul with Basement Apartment DIY, and I wish you luck on your current work in your basement apartment.